Supposed to report how safe and reliable you are. So stay safe, stay reliable, yeah?
How should disturbing movies be done? It's always been an interesting topic for me, the fine line between balance and overdoing it, and I feel Bring Her Back really understands this concept. This Australian horror drama is honestly really good, but it's also very twisted. It may not be the kind of thing you're going to be eager to jump back into. Focusing on sadistic rituals, I think, containing truly gruesome scenes and even some male frontal nudity. But at the same time, there are bits of light comedy thrown in, even if the overall tone never leaves. I'll just say it, it's not an easy watch. Most of the violent stuff is self-inflicted, and given who exactly it happens to, the movie really is testing your endurance. Not to the extent of some other movies. Luckily, it's not just that. We have an engaging and intriguing cast. The overall setting fits the movie's tone real well. It's how a sadistic film should be done. So, let's take a closer look into this. Billy Barratt and Sora Wong play two siblings, Danny and Piper, the latter being partially blind, or mostly blind, and upon their father dying after supposedly surviving cancer, they insist upon not being separated given her condition. Their foster mother Laura seems to be on the up and up, but we kinda know she isn't. She also had a blind daughter who died, there's a weird kid walking around who doesn't speak, so something is definitely off. It becomes apparent pretty quickly that she's not as fond of Andy, and when bad things start happening that are supposedly his doing even though we know they're not, well, let's just say some serious shit goes down. For those who like the somewhat trapped scenario, being stuck in a place we know isn't good, no guarantee it's gonna end well, it really does nail that feeling. Given Piper can't see, it definitely adds to it, but throughout the movie it's mainly Andy who goes through the most shit. Getting accused of being crazy, obviously not being believed, it's a sense of helplessness in the most horrifying way. Between that and the gruesome scenes, it does get pretty intense, and even though we kinda know where it's going, I don't think that's the point. Very early on, they take like a new family photo, and Laura blatantly blocks Andy's face. One of the few humorous moments. Again, that's the idea, we know who the bad guy is here, but the overall outcome and the way it plays out is somewhat predictable. It does have a few surprises, primarily the what the fuck moments, but if you ignore that and focus on the plot, I wasn't all that surprised to where it went. I do want to commend the acting job here, mainly Sally Hawkins as Laura, really nailing the supposedly nice but manipulative tone. But in the same vein, Andy and Piper are good too, but not to the same extent. What I'm trying to say is not as memorable, and they probably could have done a bit more with Piper being partially blind. I mean, they do, it affects a number of things, but she is a bit too overly positive and a bit too trusting. Her being slightly more depressed may have suited this scenario better, adding to the atmosphere, opposed to being joyful throughout the whole movie and blindly believing whatever Laura says. That being said, a lot of the focus is on Oliver, the supposed mute kid who's on the cover, and Jonah Phillips does capture that tone. Responsible for a lot of the scenes in the movie that you will remember, it's up to him to make that stuff work. I think it's time we talk about those scenes, meaning spoilers, and whatever else happens. At some point in the movie when Andy's alone with Oliver, he decides it'd be a good idea to hand him some fruit with the knife attached. A bit forced, and when he's not looking, he starts biting down on the knife. If you don't like the dentist, that's really gonna get under your skin. And well, we're not done talking about that. In a later scene, he tries to eat the table, ripping out his teeth, swallowing pieces of wood, and with his broken teeth, he starts tearing into his arm, and they prolong this. A lengthy scene of a kid continuously biting the skin off his arm. Like I said, a twisted movie. It's funny how the right setting and the right mood can really elevate something like this, make you kind of just want it to end. I know some people can't get enough of that stuff, and that's perfectly okay, but if the movie isn't good, it doesn't do anything for me. Luckily that isn't an issue here. I can't say I want to watch it again, but it did have the right effect. It's funny how when I watch Terrifier, I'm not bothered in the slightest, even though it's way more violent, and I think that's because it's not the same atmosphere. I never considered Terrifier to be a dark movie. That may sound crazy, but I don't. It's way too comedic. The movies have exciting climaxes. I love the fact that they're like that, but I don't go to them to be disturbed. This is more disturbing. Some may find that weird, but that's how I look at it, and maybe you don't. But as long as it's not just disturbing to be disturbing, I'm okay either way. The plot is still good, it's still engaging. You know Laura's trying to get rid of Andy, that's pretty obvious. But we still get a number of standout scenes. Like one when all three of them get really drunk, including Piper. It's unexpected. At some point she has to quickly clean up the house after Oliver goes crazy because Andy called the authorities, and is accompanied by some upbeat music. It's at this point we find out she wants to bring back her dead daughter, meaning Piper must essentially die. And in one slightly unexpected moment, Andy gets run over and drowned. Didn't completely see his death coming. That was truly sad. You may think he's not dead, that he's gonna come back, but no, he's really gone. When the time comes for Laura to drown Piper in the pool, it doesn't look too good. This is the kind of movie that really could end that way, and it would fit. But instead, she simply lets her go, and then drowns in the pool with her daughter's body. And after Piper is rescued, Oliver goes back to normal, in pretty fucked up condition, but at least he's not dead. Not really a happy ending, but I suppose it could have been even darker.
Man, that was some crazy shit back there.
That's the kind of contrast I like, and for the most part, it's executed correctly. I don't really have negatives. It's exactly the kind of movie it should be, given you're the ideal viewer. And my only complaint is a bit of plot convenience. Andy gets killed immediately after proving who she is. It's kind of like the movie Misery. We know that's coming. Piper believes whatever Laura tells her, including that Andy hit her, like out of nowhere. And while that isn't completely without reason, it is a bit formulaic. I can't deny there was a sense of wanting to get to the inevitable outcome that we know is coming. But luckily the bittersweet ending did not disappoint. It's how sadistic movies should be. We kinda want to see a happy ending we know isn't happening, but it's probably not the ending the film needs. I love seeing movies like this turn out good because so many times they're just excuses to make something overly dark and disturbing and demented and fucked up. If you're a fan of that, then definitely check this out. It's got a few flaws, but nothing consequential, so let me know what you think down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please share it, hit the like button, consider subscribing down below. And the gaming channel is there too for the same content with games. Link in the description. I'm the Analyst, and remember kids, don't eat wood. It's bad for your teeth.